All right, good morning to you on this Wednesday, August the 14th. It's just before 9 o'clock, and you know what that means. It's time to check out the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia. This morning, I'm Bill Bevins. I'm here with Courtney Dean. There she is. Hey. Kristen Lors is going to be with us today on the show as well. We'll catch up with her in just a few moments.
Yes, hello again to you, and hello to everyone at home. I'm always happy to be here. It's going to be a great day. Bill, what's exciting and new?
Well, you and I got to talk to Kristen, who's out on location just a moment ago. What a perfect day to be out on
Gorgeous.
location.
That's what I was telling. Thank goodness it wasn't yesterday. She was supposed to.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I'm thinking about, who does Kristen know? Because when I go out, it's like I'm soaking wet before we even come on camera. And she's out on this gorgeous morning. It was beautiful this morning.
No humidity, just couldn't be nicer. And I opened the door to let the dogs out this morning, and I thought it was fall for a minute. I went, wait, no, it's still August.
You open the door and it doesn't feel like somebody's making cornbread.
Exactly. Or like you're swimming through soup.
To get out there. So a gorgeous day to start off, and we got some fun and some, speaking of gorgeous, some pretty nice stuff on the show today too.
We do, and I got to tell you, when I walked into the studio, not to ruin any surprises, I walked into the studio and just went, oh, it smells so lovely in here, and you'll see why very soon.
All right. Folks, we're going to flip through the pages of Our Home magazine and share some tips for your next, there it is.
There it is.
That's what we're talking about, for your
that's
next catering event. Today, Michael Sparks, CEO of the Underground Kitchen and director of UGK Community First, joins us along with Christopher Flowers, a local florist. Really? Your last name's Flowers and you're a florist? Our conversation's coming up a little bit later in today's show.
Yes, and we want to be everywhere you are, and we've created this segment so we can enjoy your fun and special moments. Check out this picture. Let's see, what do we got? A little gathering.
Looks like a little fun there.
There's more where this came from. We'll take a look at a few more submissions later on today's show.
And speaking of having fun, Kristen is live on location this morning from Independence Golf Club, and she's going to talk with Tom Flood, partner of Richmond LSV, and check out some of their low-speed vehicles and take a test drive. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yes, I traded in my heels for my flip-flops because we are about to take these beautiful LSVs for a spin, not really on the golf course because they are street legal. We're going to be taking them through the neighborhood. Like you said, Tom Flood is here. He partners with Richmond LSV. We're going to be talking to him. He has all the information you need to know, whether you're in the market for maybe a beautiful orange, blue. We have 6-seaters here. We have a 4-seater in white. These are absolutely beautiful LSV vehicles, low-speed vehicles, so they can actually go on the roadways in Virginia, legal 35 miles per hour or less on the streets that are there. So we're going to be traveling through the neighborhood. It is a beautiful day. Might be really pretty on the course, but we're going to take these babies out and see what they can really do. Tom Patton, I'm tossing to you because I was wondering if we could come pick you up in one of these.
Man, I'll tell you what, that looks fantastic. You can take a low-speed vehicle. How fun is that? You know, I get a little bit envious when I see somebody kind of drive through my street on a golf cart on their way to the pool or what have you. I'm like, do I need to start doing that? It looks like fun. All right, that is lovely out there, Independence today. Let's show you what's going on here, man. We've got a nice bright day, a beautiful morning we've had so far. It's 76 degrees, sunshine, and the dew point is a fantastic 64. Man, we had some temperatures this morning in the upper 50s in some areas. In fact, the Shenandoah Valley was in the mid-50s early this morning. But nice breezes out of the north at 7 miles per hour. And we have low and mid-70s now just about everywhere. So just a fantastic day here in store for us. We'll have mostly sunny skies today. We'll look for a high near 85 degrees. It's a little bit below the average. The average is about 88 now for this time of year. And another cool night is in store for us tonight. About 63 at the airport, and if the airport makes it down to 63, I think there'll be some 50s in some outlying areas also. So another nice cool night, mostly clear skies for us tonight. So really a few clouds earlier, but nothing much to speak of at this point. High pressure's kind of centered near the Great Lakes area. and that's kind of giving us that light breeze out of the north, but it's also keeping us somewhat cool today, or at least cooler than average. I mean, it's still a warm day with highs in the mid-80s today. There's Tropical Storm Ernesto, now kind of moving north of Puerto Rico, about to hit the island of Hispaniola, the Haiti, Dominican Republic island there. But it's going to probably curve north before that happens over the next day or so. And then it'll strengthen over the open waters of the Atlantic, potentially into a major hurricane. Now, major would be a Category 3+. Could become a Category 3 hurricane, and then kind of go back to a 2 before hitting Bermuda or getting very close to Bermuda, and then eventually making its way northward, probably into Gander, Newfoundland, and some of those areas way up into the Canadian Maritime region. But it will be weakening by then over the cooler waters. All right, hour by hour forecast, not much happening today. Maybe just a few clouds here and there from time to time, but I'll zip through this because the next few days are going to be pretty quiet. We may see a few thunderstorms later in the day Friday, just about a 30% chance there. And kind of the same deal with Saturday and Sunday going into the weekend. We'll start to see a little more humidity creep in, and the temperatures will be a bit warmer as well. Nothing too extreme or anything like that, but just warmer and more humid with a few thunderstorms possible each afternoon. That's your forecast. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Good morning to you. It is August the 14th. Hope your day is today is going to be a high point for the week. It's what we call High Point Wednesday. Thank you for watching Virginia This Morning each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. right here on CBS 6. I'm Bill Bevins, joined by Courtney Dean. Kristen Lors is going to have a fun assignment today. We will check in with her in just a few moments. Let's go there now. Hey, Courtney. Oh, you're Courtney.
I'm right.
Kristen's out there.
Kristen's out there. I'm here,
and I'm
happy to be here. I look forward to being part of this wonderful show, no matter, you know, if we're tossing in the studio or out to the golf course or where.
It's Wednesday. You'd think I'd be up to gear by now from being on vacation last week. All right, so we were talking about how gorgeous the weather is. I know that you've got some stuff going on in your life that are very exciting.
Yes,
exciting?
Very exciting. So
Question
far,
mark?
it's only been exciting. So our first baby is leaving the nest on Friday. We're taking him to college.
Wow.
So I love seeing Tom's forecast that hopefully it'll be a nice day. We won't get poured on. The drive will be nice and easy and smooth.
Is here in the state?
Yes, he's going off to JMU.
Nice.
Go Dukes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
She's already in gear.
I'm already in gear. And purple happens to be my favorite color. So when he chose JMU, I said, hey, bring it on.
I got lots of stuff to go with that.
Give me all the purple. Yes, yes. So big stuff going on right now. It's still just excitement. So hopefully, I don't know. Talk to me on Saturday and I might be a little blue.
When you come back.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
exactly.
All right. Well, that is exciting. All right, folks, we got a fun show today. An engagement, a wedding, a birthday, or just hanging out with friends and family, or maybe sending your baby off to college. Oh, he's going to love that we call him baby twice.
Oh, my 6'1" child.
Yeah. We want to be everywhere you are. We will open up the box and check out a few features today and share a few during our Everywhere You Are segment.
And Michael Sparks and Christopher Flowers join us this morning with some tips to take your entertaining to the next level. Stay tuned for that.
All right. So, folks, we have so much more to keep you watching, including finding out more about Richmond low-speed vehicles. Wow.
This segment is sponsored by Richmond LSV.
Hey, good morning, guys. Courtney, I heard that your favorite color was purple for JMU. Oh, Tom Flood's favorite color is orange. He just dropped off his daughter at Clemson, so he knows what you're going through freshman year.
Yep, move-in was yesterday.
Move-in was yesterday, so he knows all about it. The two of you will have to talk. And Clemson has a little bit of purple in it too, right?
Yep, exactly.
So you share that. I'm here at Independence Golf Course. We're in Midlothian. This is Tom Flood. He partners with Richmond LSV, and we are here to talk about these beautiful vehicles behind us. And we're going to talk about this one first. So first we'll start off with, what is an LSV?
An LSV is a low-speed vehicle or a legal street vehicle.
Legal street vehicle.
So they're very safe. They have seat belts, they have lights, they have Bluetooth for your music and everything. But yeah, they go in your neighborhood, and they have a license plate number and a VIN just like a regular car does. So you can cruise around your neighborhood and have a great time. And
we're going to do that in just a second. Even though the course is behind us, it's a beautiful day if you want to head out. Like you said, it's legal on streets that are 35 miles per hour or less. So we're going to do that. We're going to cruise through the neighborhood. But first, we're going to show you some of the bells and whistles because this is an EV, an electric vehicle. Walk us through that. How
it has a lithium battery, and
Okay.
some of the old golf carts you have to do distilled water. We don't do that at all. And just has a simple three-prong plug that just goes into your socket, and you charge it for 8 hours, and it goes about 35 miles on a charge. So it's very simple. There's no things you got to buy or add to your house. It's just a great, simple process.
And we have a variety of vehicles that are here too. It looks like we have some 6-seaters, we have some 4-seaters. This one looks like it's on a lift.
Yes, there's 2 different models. This is the Beyond, and there's, as you said, there's 4-seaters. Regular is the white one over here, and then we have the lifted, and then the 6-seaters. And then there's another version called Nexus, and that has lights and fans, and it's kind of the Lexus of the Bentellis, if you will. I asked him about that name. It's very close to Lexus, but and those have a great sound system as well. And then the 4-seater has the 2 seats forward in the Nexus, which is kind of, some people like that. Instead of having the seat going backwards in the 4-seater, they're both forward. So. And
noticing some of the bells and whistles, we're talking about safety first. They all come with safety belts here, seat belts.
Yeah, some people drive golf carts around their neighborhood. That's not really legal, but these are street legal, as we talked about. And yes, safe for all your kids. Everybody has a seat. So yeah, a lot of great sound system, and just a lot of fun.
While we're sticking to the theme of colleges, your daughter just went to Clemson. Courtney just dropped off her child at JMU. Go Duke, she said. Now, we both went to the University of Kansas. Can I customize this bad boy?
We can find a little Jayhawk blue and put a little Jayhawk on the front for you, sure.
I wanted to throw you a curveball question.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we could actually customize.
And we're actually ranked in football, Kristen. How about that?
We are. Number 24. We're in the rankings. We'll take it, won't we?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take one of these for a spin. So we're going to hop in. We're going to put on our belt, our best accessory, of course, our seat belt. And they're going to let me drive.
Of course.
I'm not sure whose decision that was, but here we go. All right. And like we said, safety first. And somehow, thank you. Whoop. This is what happens when you have so many cords to plug in. All right, seatbelt, safety first. And we have our camera work. Here we go.
All right.
Yes, I'm ready.
There's your gas.
All right. And we are going to follow you through the neighborhood. Oh, it's smooth already.
Yeah.
It's a smooth ride already. And we are on the golf cart, but we're taking it away from the course. We're going through the neighborhoods here.
Got Founders Bridge, yep.
Founders Bridge, we're leaving.
You got 3 mirrors here, Kristen. You got a top mirror if you need to move that.
I do.
Side mirrors.
Side mirrors, check your mirrors. All right. We have our entire team ahead of us, and they are taking it slow. They have a lot of equipment.
Little bump here, but then we're ready to roll.
Okay, so we're leaving Independence Golf Course. We're in Midlothian. I'm here with Tom Flood, partner, Richmond LSV. And tell us again what LSV is.
It's a low-speed vehicle, and you know, they go 25 miles an hour, so you can see here on the screen how fast you're going.
Okay.
Yeah, you just it's perfect for your neighborhood. You know, we were talking earlier, you know, be an ultimate Halloween type vehicle, take all the trick-or-treaters around safely, and and just have a lot of fun. So.
You know, I've seen these in the neighborhood that I live in, and I was wondering,
So if you just
are these legal? Okay, so we have a
push
blinker.
up to the right, and we've got a blinker on. There
All
we
right,
go.
there we go.
Yeah.
We're staying with you. We're watching
Yeah,
where
we're
we're
gonna
going.
go
We're following you.
following these guys, and then we're gonna take another right. So might as well just leave it on there, and then we're
Okay. Oh, I see.
gonna cruise through beautiful Founders Bridge here on a
Gorgeous day.
yeah.
As Tom Petty
Gift
said,
Breed
lower
got the weather
humidity.
for us, right? Or the ultimate.
All right, we're stopping at the stop sign.
Yeah.
Checking our ways here. We're coming
All
to see
right,
you.
let's go. Tell
we
these guys
got
to
it.
open it up. Let's go.
We got another one behind us. Okay, he wants to go. We're going. Oh, I think I turned on some lights. I'm sure that they have to probably be a little bit careful.
Okay.
But the
Come on,
seatbelts are
guys.
helping. The seatbelts are helping. Oh, this is wonderful.
Got a nice little breeze, right?
Now you can still drive this to and from the golf course. And then what
Sure.
about at night? Independence offers concerts at night. So sometimes I'm out there for the series
Oh, yeah.
and the sun goes down. Can I drive this home? Are
Sure.
there lights?
Yeah, there's lights. Got a windshield wiper.
Oh, yeah.
Horn. Yeah, they're totally legal to drive at night as well. So
We're topping out almost 20.
We can get to
out
25,
Here we go,
yeah.
20. Oh my goodness, we're at 22. I don't want to get
yeah,
too close to
so
our team there.
feels a lot faster than a golf cart. You know, your regular golf cart probably
Right.
goes 7 or 8 miles an hour. This goes 25.
And I feel like it's heavier, like a very sturdy ride, very stable.
Yeah,
Yeah?
You can, kind of drive it off the road as well, and it's really smooth. Like on a golf course too. You can, a regular golf cart kind of bounces around, but this has a really good suspension on it.
Yeah, I feel that. And this one's lifted. You can get the ones that are a little closer.
Yeah, just the
without
regular
lift.
ones,
Regular.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said it goes about 35 miles, which doesn't sound like a lot of miles. I mean, to and from work for me is 35 miles,
Right.
but I'm in the golf cart. I'm not going, to and from work. I'm just on these streets that are 35 miles per hour or less. So maybe to and
Right.
from the clubhouse, to or from the golf course.
Right, exactly. And then there's an option to buy some additional batteries that would take the charge up to 70 miles. So you could buy some additional batteries that go in the back, and then it would go 70 miles on a charge.
And I'm going to try to do this. We have a lot of information on how to get in contact with Tom. And let's see, we have the full screen up. Richmond LSV, located inside Independence Golf Club. That's 600 Founders Bridge Boulevard, number 39, Midlothian, Virginia. And of course, for more information, give them a call at 804-363-4351. Visit them online, richmondlsv.com, and on social media too. Tom, this is a wonderful ride. Thank you so much.
This is great.
Thank you. Back to you.
All right, folks, we've reached the high point of the week. That means, Courtney, you have a chance to be a winner again today because it's time for this week's word game. Where'd that come from? All right, folks, here's the premise of our game. I mentioned a word and or a phrase that we've all heard, even used in conversation. And we try to figure out the origins of that word, where that comes from. And today's word is chubby.
Chubby, okay.
Okay, we've all used that word at some point, maybe not so much anymore, but at some point.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the origins.
Origin of the word chubby.
The first thing that pops to my mind is like blubber, like whale blubber.
Whale blubber.
Yeah, like blub, like it would be blubbery, but they needed to make it an easier word to say, and so they said it was chubby. I don't know. I don't think I've ever gotten any of yours right, so I'm sure I'm way off.
Okay.
But that's the first thing that
Okay, we'll go with
pops
that.
to my mind is whale blubber.
That's what that's it, and you're going to stick with it?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, yes, that's my final answer.
Final answer. Did she get it right?
No.
Well, you'll have to stick around. We'll find out a little bit later on in the hour.
And before we head to break, Amy Lacey recently went to Aldi, the go-to grocer for healthy and affordable kid snacks, just in time for back to school. Perfect.
This segment is sponsored by Aldi.
The back to school season, of course, is upon us, and parents, grandparents, you know that keeping our students fed, happy and healthy is a big part of success for the entire school year. I'm here with our friend, lifestyle contributor Stephanie Walters. We're at Aldi on Myers Street in Richmond to talk about how we can get our kids out the door feeling like they're full and ready to approach the day.
Yes, and we know efficiency is the name of the game when it comes to back to school. And so I'd love to start with the produce here at Aldi. I mean, we talk about eating your colors and having the red and the green and the purples and all the healthy vegetables. So what I love about these cucumbers here at Aldi, now these are one of my daughter's favorite snacks because they go very well with this classic hummus. I know you're familiar with the cucumber hummus collaboration here.
It is one of those things that the kids, it always makes them satisfied. And then we feel good too because we're giving our kids nutrition, and it's just really a win-win.
Absolutely, and when you think about the items that we want our kids to eat, we want to think about the ingredients and the freshness. And here there is a great selection of fresh produce that, you know, it's not going bad in one day, and the fact that it is locally sourced, it makes you feel better like supporting a small business too.
Absolutely, because it's all about that community, and you know, all these stores are also a great size that you can come in and get what you need and then get out the door, because we always have so many after school activities too.
Yes, and that is a key too. I know we talked about our daughters, you know, around the same age, and being able to go into a store that is small and you can get what you need and get in and out. I mean, I think the store is only like 12,000 square feet, so you can actually go up and down all the aisles and not feel guilty like, oh no, we have to get to another appointment.
When my daughter was a toddler, we would come to this particular store. We lived nearby, walk here, get some exercise, and then we would get a few things here and there, and it was a great trip and a great experience for the two of us.
And some of the other favorite snacks that we have, and when you think about that back to school, something quick and easy, the string cheese. And so this is great because you can bring these to your job. Not only can we eat them, but you can bring them to your job. You can, you know, they're quick grab and go, and bring them to your kids too, and they go really well with some of the crackers. My favorite as plant-based. I'm not eating the cheese, but the plant-based, the crackers, the cauliflower crackers,
these are
so good.
They're crispy and they are delicious, and they pair well with that cheese.
Yes, and I've tried another brand before, and I will say they did not taste as good as these. And the thing about Aldi, when they do their products, they actually go through a rigorous taste test in their Aldi kitchen, some almost up to 8 years. So when they talk about putting an item on the shelf in the Aldi exclusives, it is a really quality product.
And there are some name brands, but there are so many of those store brands, the ones that you can only find here, and that is so special about it.
Yes, all the Aldi exclusives. Another one is the mini graham bears. I mean, these are always a hit. And the beauty about these Aldi exclusives too is that they are all free of artificial colors and partially hydrogenated oils. And me being plant-based, and also parents in general, we're always concerned about what our kids are eating, especially nowadays with everything that's being put into the food.
You don't want those extras in there. You want to understand what the ingredients are that you're putting in your child.
Exactly. And so another really good snack, we always love the fruit bars. I mean, these are good grab and go. And I will say for the parents too, not only is this a great snack for your child, but this is a great snack for us as busy parents, because sometimes we don't always get a chance to grab a meal as well.
We have to eat on the go a lot of the times as we're taking the kids to school, or as we are, you know, taking them to that activity, to sports after school.
Exactly. So Aldi has such great selections here for your back to school needs, snacks. Sometimes it could end up being a late dinner meal, but whatever you get, I mean, there is an option to be able to have something for everybody.
And make sure to bring your bag before you come to the store.
Yeah, bring your bag, and if you don't like it, they have the twice as nice deal where you can get your refund and a replacement product.
13 Richmond locations to better serve you. Shoppers can find their nearest store by using the store locator on stores.aldi.us. Bill, I'm going to send it to your way.
Thank you so much, folks. You can join us to help raise money for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Richmond. This year's Red Shoe Rendezvous Gala is set for September 16th at the Dominion Club in Glen Allen. The theme this year is 60s Palm Springs. To purchase tickets, just scan on the QR code right there on your screen. And if you buy them before September 2nd, you can save up to $50. Here's another community event to put on your calendar. Come join CBS 6 for the 11th annual Speak Up 5K, sponsored by Dominion Payroll, benefiting the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation. CBS 6 is proud to be a sponsor of this event that raises awareness of teen mental health to erase the stigma. And you can register for the 5K by scanning the QR code on your screen. It's being held September 7th at Bird Park. There's more Virginia This Morning coming up right after a quick break.
This segment is sponsored by Our Home Magazine.
Our Home Magazine features the latest home and lifestyle trends here in the River City. This month's issue features the art of entertaining.
I think you ought to do like that.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Joining us today to share a few of their tips on their next gathering are Michael Sparks, CEO of the Underground Kitchen and director of UGK Community First, along with Christopher Flowers, a local florist. Good to have both you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
This is probably the most beautiful setting we've ever
My
had
goodness.
on our show. This is absolutely just amazing.
That's what we do.
And you put this together in a couple of minutes. I saw you roll in with your cart this morning, and it's like all of a sudden,
bam,
boom,
Right,
there it was.
that's right. That's how we do.
You've
That's
done
how
this
we do.
before.
Yeah, many times, many times. But it's all about mixing colors, mixing vintage with new things, and creating an experience. And that's what we do best at Underground Kitchen, is create a memorable experience. It's only for one night. That's why we're able to set up so fast.
Yeah.
And we always include local vendors. And Susan Morgan from Our Home.
Yeah.
She said, I would love you guys to do this segment on a modern vintage table, and that's what we did today. And with the direction of Chris and his flowers, we laid the setting for a beautiful dinner party.
Well, Chris, let's talk a little bit about the flowers while we're on it, because you pretty much got
everything.
a lot of different flowers here. This arrangement alone is just, I mean, it's got everything in there.
It's kind of like Micah said, it's bringing the vintage into the modern, you know, and at UGK, they do a great job of creating that ambiance of, you know, you can go from young to old, you know, so it's just a great space to be able to create things in. And yeah, you know, the flowers are beautiful. They're flowers. They can be nothing but beautiful.
That's not true, Chris. That's not true.
Oh, no. You haven't seen me arrange flowers.
I'm very particular
Exactly.
about my flowers, very particular about my settings, but I can tell Chris 3 things, and it's going to be sexy, it's going to be modern, and it's going to be an evening event. And these are the color palettes. This is what he does.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
is one of the
Phenomenal.
talented designers in Richmond.
So beautiful. And you said it's a mix of the vintage and the modern, and your vintage is coming in the form of all of these beautiful place settings and whatnot on the table.
That's right.
Talk about that.
One of the first things I noticed with these two
These beautiful
pictures, and I'm like,
pictures.
wow.
1950s from antique glass and pottery on Lakeside. They do a beautiful job, and I love to mix patterns. So we have a beautiful gold plate with a star, and it's a salad plate and dinner plate.
That's blue.
That's blue.
Blue.
Blue
Set
and
it on
gold.
there?
That's right. Blue and gold, and they sit on each other.
And then they
The
go with
vases
this.
are 1960s. Beautiful pictures, great for cocktails, great for water. Just the perfect setting.
See, I'm not as classy as you guys, so when this guy was sitting on the table, I'm going like, oh, what flower do you put in there?
That's a vote for candlelight. What dinner party is a dinner party without candlelight?
have
I
that.
like
The
candlelight in
candlelight.
the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, who cares?
Yeah, candlelight's always great. And is this a
That's vintage as well. That's vintage as well. The only thing new here are the napkins, which are from Indonesia.
Yeah.
And some candles, because once
Yeah.
you do the flowers, once you do the place settings, what does the room smell like? Say you're making fish. The room smells like
Oh,
fish.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We have the perfect idea for you.
Okay.
Sydney and Hale is a local candle-based company based out of Manchester and Richmond. They do the most beautiful scented candles and room fresheners in the city. And I think I discovered them years ago, and I used to go up to DC to shop for them and at DC Market, and realized that it was manufactured right
Right here in Richmond.
here in Richmond.
Let's stay on
You're
the
driving 2
95.
hours away for it.
Yeah.
And the really nice thing about Sydney and Hale is that a portion of their proceeds go to animal rescue. And I'm
Oh,
a big
love
dog
that.
guy. I'm a
Me
big dog
too.
fan.
Me too.
So yeah, they're local. They're based out of Manchester. They're carried in a lot of stores in Richmond. But this is all local, and this is all about bringing local talents together to create an experience, because that's what we do.
Well, again, I know nothing, but let's start at this end because it's very beautiful and the flowers are gorgeous. And then we do down to Courtney's end, and it steps up to kind of a classier.
It's more of
to
the
me,
elegant
look.
sort of.
I'll tell you what that is.
Okay.
This is daytime garden party.
Oh.
This is evening dinner party.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yes.
So we create a look for daytime and beautiful afternoon teas and things, and something for dinner, which is romantic, beautiful black and white.
Right.
You know?
So you want to do more colorful, fun.
That's right.
Keep that for the day.
That's
and then and when you're designing a tablescape or a setting, do you start with one piece? Do you find the thing at a shop?
Even better,
or?
you start with the menu. You start with the food. So you
Ah.
if it's a Asian theme, then you start putting things together. If it's a Southern thing, then you put that all together. It's the food, and then you use this to frame the food and make an experience.
When you put flowers together for this, obviously this is what you do, and you're very talented at it. He says it's an Asian theme.
Well, you know, you go a little bit more minimalist. You want to go a little bit more tropical to go that way with it. I take a lot of my direction from Michael. He does give me a lot of creative freedoms, which is awesome.
Oh, he
as well.
trusts you.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
For good reason.
But just like you said, it starts with the food, which is absolutely amazing. And if you've ever experienced it, then you understand that it's a thing. It's one of the only atmospheres in the city of Richmond, Virginia that has this. So, yeah.
Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And everywhere I look, I see some other little detail. Look at that.
The water
beautiful.
goblet.
Yes.
Right?
That's
Just amazing.
beautiful,
You've got
beautiful.
an eye for it. Well,
All right.
yes, thank you so much, both of you, for being with us. For more information about the Underground Kitchen and the UGK Community First Project, visit theundergroundkitchen.org. And check out Chris Flowers, located at 3120 West Carey Street here in Richmond. For more information, give them a call at 804-292-1612 or visit the website ChristopherFlowersRVA.com.
This is there. Those flowers in front of Can.
That is correct.
That's it.
Yes.
Our home magazine office is located in 1910 Bird Avenue, Suite 100 in Richmond. For more information, give them a call. 804-355-0111 or visit the website richmondmagazine.com/ourhome. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break.
We love checking in with you and everywhere you are.
All right, folks, it's always great to see the fun and exciting things that you've been up to with your friends and families. Please continue to share them with us so we can feature them every single morning.
All right, let's start out. Carrie Lush sent in these photos. She and her best friend since age 13, both from Oregon, have reunited and now both live in Virginia after her recent move to our area. Oh, look at the blast from the past.
Okay, Amy,
There.
that's Amy's animal-loving heart was so happy during a stop at the North Carolina Aquarium on Roanoke Island early in Amy's career. She was a news reporter along the coast of North Carolina, especially enjoyed the stories she's covered about ocean life, including sea turtles. We will have more highlights from her visit tomorrow, Thursday, on Virginia This Morning. Look at that. She's having some fun there.
She is having a great time. And now it's your turn. We want to share in your fun adventures you're having with your friends and family.
All right, please send us a high-resolution video picture to our Virginia This Morning Facebook or Instagram pages. Simply email us at virginiathismorning@wtvr.com.
And right now, let's check in with our friends from Welcome Home Financial Partners.
This segment is sponsored by Welcome Home Financial Partners.
Some tough emotions, anxiety, stress, lacking confidence. No, we're not talking about those teenage years. We're fast forwarding and talking about retirees and their feelings about savings. Back with us again, Ralph and Tim Short, the father and son team with Welcome Home Financial Partners, a Richmond area firm, the duo of financial professionals focusing on preparing people for a successful retirement. All right, we're not looking at teenage years. We have blown past that. We are looking forward to retirement, but we might need a little confidence boost.
I didn't realize you got your teenage years yet.
Well, must be these studio lights, Ralph. But in all seriousness, you know, these feelings, these emotions certainly are very real for so many of us. And really, that time horizon, everybody's got them. So how do you work with folks to get retirees feeling more confident?
Well, basically, they need to have some type of plan so they can understand that you have peace of mind and sleep at night, because sooner or later, you're going to retire. Don't know when, but have you ever retired before? You have never done it before, so you don't know what you need to do. So that's the number one thing that I would say to most people. So people need to understand you need to work on the retirement now so you don't have to work in retirement when you do retire. That's the biggest issue that people need to face.
It can be certainly an uncomfortable conversation. You're looking at a lot of things, but that's why you want to work to create that comfort plan. One of the things that you both have advised before is creating more and more income sources. So why is this so important?
Well, because flexibility is key. The more income sources that you have, the better off you're going to be. A lot of people, they don't really pay too much attention to, hey, now I have to be self-reliant. I've got to make sure that I've got money coming into me. But back to the emotional aspect of things, we're all emotional beings. Some are a little bit worse than others. But what are we always told about the stock market? You want to buy low and you want to sell high. And guess what most people do? They do it the opposite way, where they sell it when it's low and then they buy in when it's high, because they get too emotional, they're too worried about outside things, and you want to make sure when you're building your retirement plan that no matter what the market does, you're still going to be okay. And that's where the comfort comes in. So we have to avoid those teenage rash emotional decisions.
One of those areas where we can get pretty emotional is when we start talking about taxes. And you've talked with us, Ralph, before about making sure that you have a strategy so we can give Uncle Sam a pay cut in retirement.
Yes, we would love to do that, but a lot of that's out of our control except what we have our investments in. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. That's why you need some help in order to do that, because if you do it the wrong way, it could cost you more taxes today than it will be later down the road, because we don't know what the tax bill is going to be like in the next 5 years, let alone 2 years from now. It might be a lot different tax brackets that we're going to have to face, but we don't know at this point in time.
Yeah, and with taxes, everybody's focusing on just, you know, piling all their money into their 401k or employer plan or what have you, and that's all pre-tax. Well, it's great right now because you can take that off your taxable income this year, but then down the line, if tax rates do increase and you're taking a withdrawal from that account, then you're going to have to pull out more money than you had anticipated in order to do that. So focus in on things that you can do now that you can control, and one of those is, instead of having just, you know, we always talk about the income and having multiple streams of income, we'll have multiple sources for accumulation. And some of that could be a Roth IRA. There's different things that you can do.
But one of the things I always tell people is this. You have to understand one of the biggest lies that we've been told by the government is, hey, when they started the IRAs and the 401ks back in the early 80s, guess what? You're going to be in a lower tax bracket. You're not going to make as much income. Well, guess what? We have a lot of our clients that are making more money in retirement because they have a pension, they have Social Security, they have RMDs, anything like that. They're making more money now in retirement than they were. And guess what? They're paying more taxes than they were in their working years.
Plenty of considerations, and you need to have this advice and insight to look ahead and make that plan. That's why you invite folks to come in and talk with you, Tim.
Yeah, so the first 5 callers from today's show, pick up the phone, give us a call, take some action. We'd love the opportunity to meet with you in our office. We'll create their very own retirement roadmap, and the best part is, Jessica, we'll do it on a complimentary basis.
Thanks for being back with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep those emotions in check. I like that. Don't let them get away. If you at home are looking to learn more about having the right emotions with your retirement savings, Welcome Home Financial Partners has a great offer for you. As Tim shared, the first 5 callers today with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, the team is offering a complimentary retirement plan just for you. This allows Ralph and Tim to sit down with you personally and provide a roadmap analyzing where you are right now and looking ahead ahead to discuss those best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. Call the number now, 804-729-0112. Again, 804-729-0112. And stay with us. Hope to see you right here on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. In 1980, the Challenge Discovery Projects opened and began offering school-based and community programs focusing on behavioral health, substance abuse, bullying prevention, and trauma.
They are excited about their 38th annual Golf Classic to benefit the organization. Here to tell us more is Cindy Weldon-Lassiter, who is the executive director, and board member Jasmine Coleman. They're both here today. Good to see you both. You and I talked years ago. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yes, I've been in nonprofit for a long time. The last time I met with you, I was at a different nonprofit, one that was connected to the social emotional learning, very similar to what I'm doing now with CDP.
And fantastic. Tell us about your organization.
So, like you'd mentioned, 1980, so it's been around for about 44 years. Co-founders established it. We work in mental and behavioral health, primarily in the East End. We work with youth ages 10 to 22.
All right, and Jasmine, you are a board member. How did you get involved with it? Was there a personal connection? How did this happen?
Well, it's not because I'm a great golfer. Soon we'll talk about the golf tournament. But I'm born and raised in Richmond, and I met a few of the previous executive director who was affiliated with the University of Richmond. We had a connection there, and he invited me to take a closer look at the organization. And once I learned about the impact they were making in the city of Richmond and in the school system with our young kids, I was sold. I actually had an opportunity to see them in action at Fairfield Court Elementary School years ago, and coming out of a session with one of our counselors, I saw these kids actually using these tools and skills that they were getting in this session. They were using them, in the hallways and in the playgrounds, and I said, well, this organization is doing something really special. And so I decided to jump on board, and I think it's been 10 plus years that I've been involved with the organization, and it's just been really impactful here in the city of Richmond.
And it's you all work with students or families regardless of their ability to pay.
Right, regardless of the ability to pay. So Jasmine had mentioned being in schools. There are 6 schools that we're in the East End, 4 elementary schools, the middle school we work with, and then also a high school.
Making a big difference. All right, let's talk about the golf, because
we gotta pay. We gotta pay for the program somehow. So we gotta raise some funds,
a great
right?
fundraiser, and we had Kristen out at a beautiful golf course. Just happens to be the same one that your tournament is at, right?
Absolutely. Well, we partner with Independence Golf Course. They've done a phenomenal job of hosting this golf tournament. This is our 38th year hosting this tournament. It is the essential fundraiser for us. We're fortunate that we are able to receive federal funding, some state funding, but when we look at some of the events that we host, this golf tournament is essential for us to be able to have the resources we need to do what we want to do in the community. We're always looking for other supporters, individuals, corporations, to enhance that. But this golf tournament is amazing. It sells out every year. We're always welcoming new sponsors. Actually, your weatherman, Zach, has participated in the golf tournament the last few years. So we've had tremendous partnerships with CBS, with Independence Golf Course, with Kings Dominion, one of our feature sponsors as well. So it's just a fun day. I mean, hopefully we can get a weather day like today when we host it in September. September 10th is the date of our golf tournament at Independence. So.
Cindy, we're almost out of time. Can you break it down into maybe 10 or 15, 20 seconds of what exactly it is that you do to help kids? Because you mentioned the skills they learn.
Sure. So we use a framework, CASEL, which is Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning. And there are 5 pillars that are a part of that. And self-management, self-awareness, responsible decision-making, things like that. And those are the topics that we use to create social emotional learning lessons so that students are learning, the youth are learning the skills that Jasmine noticed them using on the playground and in the hallways, and hopefully as they grow.
life.
Beyond,
Right,
yeah, in
right.
the workplace and everything.
Thank you both for coming in
Yeah,
today. Thank you
absolutely.
for all you're doing. Good luck with the tournament.
Yes.
Folks, the 38th Annual Golf Classic is scheduled to take place Tuesday, September 10th at the beautiful Independence Golf Club. This event will benefit the Challenge Discovery projects.
For more information, including registration details, visit our show website at virginiathismorning.com.
Stay tuned. There's more Virginia This Morning right after a quick break. Earlier in the show, we gave you the word chubby. You probably know what it means, but let's find out where that comes from. All right, the original use was meant to resemble a chub. A chub is a short, thick fish. Okay, I know. Anyway, that's where that comes from. Well,
okay.
You mentioned
So marine life. Okay, so I'm not right, but I'm right adjacent. Can you give me I'm right adjacent?
I think, oh, hold on.
Marine life.
I think we can give you a quarter of a point for
Okay.
reeling that one in.
Yeah. Oh, but
Thank
for
you.
that,
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you. So, you get a quarter of a point.
Okay.
The next time you come back.
Then we'll go. I can increase. I need to keep a little tally. I'm gonna keep a little note on my phone of what I've earned so far. Get 25%.
All right, folks, thank you for hanging out with us today on our educational program. We appreciate your viewership.
And before we go, we want to thank all of our guests today: Tom Flood, Richmond LSV, the Challenge Discovery Projects, Our Home Magazine, Chris Flowers, and Michael Sparks, and Aldi.
Our live show returns tomorrow morning at 8:56 a.m.
Until then, we hope you have a peaceful and productive day. Enjoy a wonderful Wednesday.
Yeah, beautiful weather. Get out there and enjoy it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be packing my son, so I don't think I'm going to be enjoying too much, but that's okay.
Have a great day.
Yes.